History books often leave out important black figures, like this 14th century African king who was richer than anyone you know. Have you ever wondered who the richest person in history was? You might be thinking of Jeff Bezos or Elon Musk, but did you know that there was a 14th century African king who owned over half the world's gold at the time? Mansa Musa, the emperor of the Mali Empire, had a net worth that was immeasurable due to his vast wealth in gold. In fact, his wealth was so immense that he was worth more than both Bezos and Musk combined in today's currency. But why have we never heard of him? Why has black history been ignored and erased for so long? Today we're going to shine a light on this overlooked figure and uncover the truth about Mansa Musa's incredible wealth and impact on West Africa. We'll also explore how much of black history has been intentionally erased or ignored, and why it's so important for us to educate ourselves and future generations. At Black Boss Brand, we believe in empowering our community with knowledge and inspiring action. So buckle up and get ready for a journey through history that will leave you both enlightened and infuriated. Let's dive in. Mansa Musa was a 14th century emperor of the Mali Empire in West Africa. He is widely regarded as one of the richest people in history, amassing a fortune that is almost impossible to imagine in today's world. Musa was born in 1280 into a family of rulers and nobles. He became the 10th emperor of the Mali Empire in 1312 after his predecessor and brother Abu Bakr II abdicated the throne to explore the Atlantic Ocean and never returned. The Mali Empire under Musa's rule consisted of territory that formerly belonged to the Ghana Empire, including parts of what is now Senegal, Mauritania, Mali, Burkina Faso, Niger, the Gambia, Guinea, Bissau, and the Ivory Coast. During his reign, the Mali Empire became the only custodian of over half of the ancient world's gold, and all of this gold belonged to the king. Gold was the most highly prized source of riches in the medieval world, and as the ruler, Musa had limitless access to it, as well as access to other precious resources throughout this period. At the peak of the Mali Empire, Musa's conquest introduced significant trading hubs that traded in gold and other goods. He amassed additional wealth from this commerce. Mansa Musa's net worth was equal to the current equivalent of $400 billion. But to be honest, his wealth is so immeasurable that you could possibly add 2 zeros on that number and it could still be true. Musa's reign was highlighted by his visit to Mecca in 1324 and 1325. Mali was home to about half of the global gold supply. However, the kingdom was not well known for the pilgrimage of Musa. This changed when Mansa Musa, a devoted Muslim, opted to perform a Hajj in Mecca, crossing the Sahara Desert in Egypt. According to legend, Musa departed Mali with a caravan of 60,000 men. He traveled with his entire royal court and officials, soldiers, griots or entertainers, merchants, camel drivers, and 12,000 slaves, as well as a long train of goats and sheep for food. Musa's caravan was essentially a city moving through the desert. Everyone on the caravan, all the way down to the slaves. They had brocade and Persian silk of the highest quality. They had 100 camels in tow, each carrying hundreds of pounds of pure gold. It was a breathtaking sight, yet the splendor was not recognized until the caravan arrived in Cairo, where they could show off their wealth. Musa and his entourage arrived on the outskirts of Cairo, where they camped for 3 days at the pyramids of Giza. They crossed the Nile into Cairo, where Musa met the Mamluk Sultan al-Nazir Muhammad. The Sultan's reign had already seen one Mansa Sakura make the Hajj. He expected Musa to prostrate himself before him, but Musa initially refused. When he finally bowed, he said he was bowing for God alone. Still, Musa and his entourage stayed at the Karafa district of Cairo for 3 months. When Al-Mari visited Cairo 2 years after Musa, he was amazed at how highly people spoke of him. This explains how much of an impression the Gold King left on the city during his 3-month stay in Cairo. He gave out gold to the impoverished citizens that he met so lavishly that the price of gold plummeted in the region for 10 years, and the economy was wrecked. Musa also exchanged gold in numerous cities in addition to constructing mosques. Musa's pilgrimage and the resulting gold depreciation resulted in around $1.5 billion or 1.1 billion pounds in economic losses over the course of the Middle East. It is the only time in history when one man dominated the economies of regions he visited. Timbuktu quickly became a commercial hub for education and the scholarly arts, as well as a center for the propagation of Islam. Musa founded the famous Sankor Madrasa, a prestigious university, and built many mosques in Timbuktu, including the Ginjera Mosque, which is still standing today. Mansa Musa's impact on West Africa cannot be overstated. He brought Mali to new heights of power and wealth, and his legacy as a just and devout leader has been passed down throughout the centuries. His legendary Hajj pilgrimage put him on the map for future generations, and his contributions to Timbuktu's education and commerce were significant. In conclusion, Mansa Musa was not just one of the wealthiest people in history. He was also a brilliant leader and a symbol of West African power and prosperity. His legacy lives on today, and his story serves as an inspiration to many. It's time to face the uncomfortable truth that much of black history has been deliberately erased or ignored. We need to take it upon ourselves to learn and teach our children the truth about our rich and vibrant heritage, including figures like Mansa Musa, whose immeasurable wealth is just one example of the great contributions black people have made throughout history. So make sure you follow Black Boss Brand for more educational and inspirational content that will empower you and help us reclaim our rightful place in history. And in our next video, we'll explore the controversial topic of whether black people were present in America before slavery started. Get ready to be informed, and most importantly, get ready to take action in celebrating our heritage and demanding that our stories be told.